Welcome to Geilo, Norway, one of the most beautiful places in the entire world, in my opinion. Just check out this freaking skiing footage in the sun, in perfect snow. And this place is about 3 hours west of Oslo, and I'm lucky to be able to be spending a couple of weeks here taking a break from World Cup racing to put in some training so that I can be charged up and in peak shape when those important races come up in a couple of weeks here. I hope you enjoy this behind the scenes look at a week of training in the mountains with a couple of interval sessions and a lot of long easy skis in beautiful conditions. Alright, welcome to a new video, everybody. I am still in Geilo, Norway, at Julie's apartment from when she went to high school here back in the day, because they have a sports high school where she was a cross-country skier. But I'm standing on the balcony, and it's not nighttime, it's just really dark because it is currently snowing. Check it out. And I'm going to go brave the elements and go for a short ski this morning, and then this afternoon I'm actually going to do some intervals on the rollerski treadmill at the high school, which I think will be super interesting. Shout out to NTG Geilo for setting that up for me. Really excited about that. Not really that tempting to go outside right now, if I'm being honest, with how cozy it is inside, but I'm gonna go do it right now. Hope you guys are enjoying this aesthetic oatmeal construction breakfast montage. This is the same standard breakfast that I eat every single morning, whether I'm doing an OD or an interval session. Pretty good. Out skiing in the snow, got the rainbow hat courtesy of the Ensrud apartment. Got the low light lenses for the snow and pretty serene weather out here. Very nice skating conditions actually. There's the lake, the mountains. It's about 45-minute loop around this lake, so if you do one way out and then the other way back, hour and a half. But today I'm gonna just do an hour. Onwards we go. So I have not been on a roller ski treadmill, especially skate, in quite a while, so that'll be a really big opportunity for me, and especially when it's really cold outside and snowing. I think I can have a much better quality workout and also avoid, the big costs that training in the cold can have on the body. So I'm heading over to a hotel in Geilo called Vestlia, which is a big ski resort, and that's actually where the treadmill is stored. There is a guy from the school who's helping me out, so really thankful for this opportunity. Another classic ski in the snow. It's actually really snowing right now and it's starting to really accumulate here as well, so the conditions are getting super good. Someone just came by with a scooter, which was really nice because the first 30 minutes of the ski was just trudging through powder, so now it's a lot better that it's groomed, no tracks, but still super nice. And I wanted to show you my buddy here, this troll. Hello, so. He has a big nose, just like me. And he's pointing at something, I'm not sure, but maybe at the mountains. Plan today is to do 2 hours classic in the morning and then maybe an hour, hour and a half skate in the afternoon. So a little bit of a medium volume day. Loving all this snow. Excited for it to stop actually so that they can groom and it'll just be beautiful and perfect skiing. I'm here in the stadium at Geilo, and right next to the stadium is actually the high school where Julie and her brother went to high school. So kind of crazy to have a school literally alongside a 5K groomed ski trail. And they work with athletes to have a sort of semi-professional setup where they can do school but also really optimize their training and stuff. So would have been cool if they had one of those in Minneapolis. I maybe would have gone. But it's kind of a cool setup that they have here. A lot of the best skiers in Norway have gone to schools like that. Really nice conditions in the stadium here. They have a biathlon range here as well. And I think these days there are a lot more biathletes than cross-country skiers at the school. But anyways, if you ever wondered where my wife went to high school, there it is. All right, afternoon, and I decided to actually just go for a walk because I was feeling a bit more tired than planned. And I was thinking about why, and my conclusion is that when you do intervals on a treadmill, for example, 6 times 8 minutes, as I did yesterday, all 48 minutes are pure work. The muscles are constantly working in comparison to a interval like on a ski course where there's uphills, there's downhills, there's flats, and of those same 48 minutes, not only is there a lot of tucking and stuff, but also there's a lot more variation on the muscles. So I think I just forgot how much harder roller ski treadmill intervals are. But I'm doing a little walk. That's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm feeling a little more tired than I would like to. I'm walking into town, and it's a good vibe. Lots of snow, probably got like a foot in the last couple days. So the vibes are very good, very wintry here. All right, I'm on the lake again, and the piston bully did a lap here, and the conditions are just absolutely beautiful. Check this out. Woo! The conditions are very soft. It actually reminds me a lot of when I was in college in Marquette at NMU, because the lake effect snow was so common there that we'd be skiing on freshly groomed trails basically every single day, and they were pretty much always soft, poles sinking in. So I know it well, and it's not the worst thing. Taking a pretty easy day today, just gonna probably ski for an hour. Like I said, was a lot more tired yesterday than I thought, and just wanna give myself an easy day as a buffer to make sure that I can keep training really well after today. Yeah, a little sad to ski so short when it's so nice out. Yeah, this is all straight out the door, so I feel pretty lucky. I think this river looks really cool with the iron stained rocks contrasting against the white snow. Looks really interesting. First tracks skating the entire way around the lake. Pretty cool when you can be the one breaking the corduroy.
Look at this dude watching me while I try to pick up some bananas.
This has got to be one of the biggest piles of snow I've ever seen. Woo! They've been blowing snow like crazy here at the stadium, and I believe it's because now that this venue hosts the biathlon opener every year in November, they have started to save snow over the summer. So they'll probably cover this in a tarp or some sawdust or something once it gets warmer. And this big pile will be used in the fall next year to lay out a really early loop if they, don't get natural snow by November, which often they don't. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can tell just how big this is, but that's probably like 20 meters tall of snow. And it's not the only pile either. There's multiple around the loop, so pretty impressive. All right, here's something that's always a little sad to see. So right here you have a walking trail. And right here is the ski trail with footprints. Somebody helped themselves to a lovely walk on the ski trail. Now, to be fair, if you have never seen a ski trail before, you would probably see this and think, oh wow, what a nice groomed trail for walking, but kind of a bummer when you see some just deep footprints in the fresh snow. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know.
Here is one of those rare, cozy aesthetics for you guys. Sitting inside on a cold day while it's snowing, watching ski racing, and just enjoying life.
Happy interval day, everybody. Wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I track on my watch. First, we have sleep. Check it out. Boom. This boy is ready. HRV, I like to track that every night. And the trend is really the more important thing, but look at this. We have a beautiful, beautiful post-tour de ski trend there. You see it was tanking after the tour, but now we are back in the green firmly. Yeah, I use a Garmin watch. I sleep with it every night, and it just uploads all this stuff directly to my training peaks, which is really nice, my training log. So I can just watch the trends over time and go back even a year ago and see what my resting heart rate or HRV was on a given day. So it's really useful for trying to track recovery, especially when you've done a tour or some really hard training blocks or something like that. So I don't like to look at it on a race morning because I don't think it can help you at that point. But yeah, snowing like crazy again. So it will be interesting to see how deep the poles sink today. Hopefully they've groomed a little bit at the stadium because I'm doing some L4 or progressive. It'll be like 6 times 6 minutes, starting in L3, ending in L4. And I think the quality will be directly correlated to how well groomed it is, as is typical with these conditions. Here comes ski delivery. Thank you.
Hallå!
Tack för tjena.
Vad hyggligt.
All right, I have devised about a 6-minute loop here in the stadium. Wanted to show you guys how snowy it is. Look at this. It's almost like it would be black and white if you didn't have the color here for reference. So we're gonna start now, warmed up for 30 minutes, have some help filming from Julie's dad, which is really nice. This should be interesting. Marquette, Michigan vibes here. The snow pile I showed you guys the other day is now a sledding hill, it appears. So that would be pretty fun. I think the kids have a week off or something, so they're taking advantage. Currently doing core at a gym in Geilo called the Geilo Training and Test Center. Super nice, pretty new place, really big, and I'm basically the only one here. Forgive me as I talk through crunches here. It's a little hard actually. But these days I do strength probably once a week at best, especially in the season. That's one of the changes I've made this year, is to definitely prioritize strength less and rather do some double threshold sessions in the afternoon or even just another aerobic session. Because I felt like strength was always a strength of mine. And I would rather try to improve my aerobic capacity because although I do feel like that's a strength of mine as well, it is often the limiting factor on World Cup races when they are super hard and hilly. So I've been trying to get fitter rather than stronger. Now I'm well aware I eat a lot of terrible meals on this YouTube channel, but I wanted to show you guys that I do have a bit of a chef skill if I put my mind to it. We got pasta, veggies, and salmon with the avocado. Pretty healthy, pretty aesthetic, I dare say. And I'm gonna take out the salmon now. Don't play with me. Final product, not very aesthetic, but we don't really care about that here. We're just going for macros and sometimes micros. And I think we got both covered here. Another ski in the mountains. And there's a bit more snow than the last time I was here, so I think this is gonna be super, super beautiful. In for a treat, clear skies, distance skate on the plan. I mean, come on now. This is insanely beautiful. All right, for those of you guys who know, this right here is the best feeling in the world. Braking the corduroy. First ones on the tracks. Check this out. Oh, that is just silky. Are you ready? It's really windy up here, as you can imagine, without all the trees. Not right now, but generally. And I think it's really cool how the wind shapes the snow into these little, almost like shelf rock formation looking patterns. Check this out. Really cool. Back at Julie's cabin, in Julie and I's bedroom in the cabin, but no Julie. A little bit sad, but I wanted to check out from this video. I am going to be traveling to Switzerland tomorrow for the last World Cup races before the Olympics. It'll be a classic sprint on Saturday and a classic 20K mass start on Sunday, so I think that next vlog will be absolutely firing, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And I am feeling very happy with the training week that I did out in Geilo. Nice to take a little bit of a break from World Cup and also get in some training that I hope will be a good investment for the rest of the season. But thank you guys so much for watching, especially those of you who make it all the way to the end of these videos. I know that they're long and there's a lot of me talking into the camera as I'm doing now, so you guys are true fans for making it this far. And yeah, see you guys next week.